Caleb Wolfinger alongside my colleague Evan Patrick here. We're in Columbus after Penn State fell 28-17 to second-ranked Ohio State tonight, and it was kind of a tale of two halves this game. It was an interesting game. Ohio State was favored by 19 at the start of the week, and a lot of people didn't give Penn State much of a chance in this one. And while the Nittany Lions did battle, they ultimately fell short to a team that many think could be the best in the country and win the national championship this January. The game started, and Penn State had the ball. Didn't do much with it. Ohio State took it and went 13 plays, 91 yards. They ran the ball on 12 of those 13 plays for the touchdown. And that was really the story of the first half for Ohio State, was their success running the ball. J.K. Dobbins had a great first half. He had over 30 carries on the day and over 150 yards on the day in general. And Justin Fields, when Ohio State went 5 wide, Penn State found himself in a bad matchup. When they went empty, Justin Fields took the ball, went up the middle, and a couple of key third and long conversions kept drives alive and led Ohio State to a 14-0 lead. But at the same time, it was Penn State's defense that kept them in the game in the first half, and then things started to flip in the second.
Yeah, the second half was really huge for Penn State's defense, forcing multiple turnovers to keep the team in the game and really swing the momentum back in Penn State's favor.
Absolutely.
And that's what really led to Penn State bringing the game back to 21-17 at one point, where it felt like they really had a chance to win the game.
Absolutely.
And I mean, Sean Clifford goes down with an injury early in that second half, and Will Levis comes into the game. And once Levis entered the game, the run game really exploded for Penn State. It was an element added to their run game that they hadn't seen before. Journey Brown had a crucial touchdown in the second half to really keep Penn State's momentum going, and where he broke multiple tackles and got into the end zone. Brown said after the game that the addition of Levis in the lineup, it opened so much more for the Penn State offense, because Levis is such a threat to run, as we saw in the game today. I mean, he came in, provided them that spark. The running game got going, which they did not have whatsoever in the first half. Only 11 total rushing yards in the first half. So his addition to the game was crucial. The defense forcing turnovers was huge. And in the end, Penn State couldn't get it done. Well, Levis had that rough interception towards the end where he threw into a cluster of Ohio State defenders trying to find his tight end, Pat Fryermuth.
And that really sealed the game. And as you can see, the rain picked up in the second half, and the run game was crucial for Penn State in terms of getting them back into the game, but ultimately it would not be enough. And the Nittany Lions still lost tonight. Despite the positives taken from the second half, they've still lost to Ohio State for a third year in a row. And now they're left with Rutgers next week in a game that doesn't feel like it has a lot of importance for Penn State fans, but at the same time, it could decide if the Nittany Lions go to a New Year's Six bowl game or not. And that'll conclude it for us. Make sure to follow along on collegian.psu.edu and on social media for continuing coverage throughout the night.